Hello guys, here is Hasselhab again with another Billionaire Biography for you. Warren Edward Buffett is a businessman and a philanthropist, and he is one of the most successful investors in the world. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn your notifications on so you can be updated with the new videos. Let's continue with the video. He was born in 1930, second of three, son of Leila Stahl and Howard Buffett. He started school in Omaha, but moved out to Washington, D.C. when his father was nominated congressman. Warren didn't like having to move to Washington, and he didn't like school neither, even though he was really good in math. He showed big interest in business very early on. Buffett said he was inspired by reading the book 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. He also delivered Washington Posts with his bike, sold Coca-Colas around the city, and later used the savings to buy used pinball machine and place it in a barber shop. He accumulated the savings and bought more machines and sold the business for $1,200. He had a great interest in stocks and attended pushed his parents during a New York City trip to go visit the New York Stock Exchange and bought his first stock at 11 of the company City Services. In high school, he invested in a business owned by his father and bought 40 acres of land which later sold. By the time he finished college, he had $9,000, which would be more than $100,000 today. He studied business at the University of Nebraska. Once he graduated, he wanted to go to business school. He had an interview for Harvard, but he was discarded. But once back in Omaha, discovered one of the authors he read. Benjamin Graham was a professor at Columbia, so Warren wrote him and Graham got him in. Warren was really good, and after grad went to New York Institute of Finance, founded by the New York Stock Exchange itself. He understood he wasn't good at speaking and took a course of Dale Carnegie, and later started having an evening investment class in Omaha. He worked for his father's business from 1951 to 1954 as a salesman and got married to Susan in 1952 and got his first son the year after. But he didn't hesitate when he got the chance to work for his hero Benjamin Graham from 1954 to 1956 as an analyst. He understood that he was good enough to go out for himself, so he started Buffett Partnership after 3 partnerships and bought his house, which he owns until today. He paid that house $31,500 and now it is worth $600,000. In 1959, the partnerships were 3 and he met his partner Charlie Munger, which we already covered, so make sure to check it out in the link down below and in the up right corner. In 1960, the same partnerships have raised $110,000 more. One particular thing to notice about this partnership is that Buffett didn't take management fees. He made money based solely only on performance of the investments and promised to give back part of the money if he lost. So he was really confident about his ability. In 1961, he made an amazing deal. He had 35% of holding in Seabury Stanton company, which traded for around $45 and had investment for $60. He made it to the board and got the company to buy back stocks, which increased the value of his holding by 50% in 2 years. This approach is something that he later get criticism about, and he is commonly used by investors such as Carl Icahn and Bill Heck, which we already covered. It's called a green mail. You can check it out in Donald Trump's biography. The link is gonna be in the description down below and in the upper right corner. So make sure to check it out and subscribe to the channel. But now, let's get back. In 1962, Warren Buffett became a millionaire and merged all his partnerships in one. He took control of Berkshire Hathaway, which was a textile manufacturer at that time, from Seabury Stanton. He started buying at around $11 and share until $14, while the intrinsic value was around $19. Stanton should have bought back stocks at $11.5, but he made a tender offer at $11.80. This got Buffett angry and continued to buy in order to have enough control to fire Stanton. He succeeded, was nominated new management, but the investments in the textile didn't work out, and he later said that this was his worst investment mistake. So he took Berkshire assets and invested big in insurance companies. After his most successful year, which was 1967, he liquidated the partnership and gave the money money back to the investors, and later became CEO and chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, and in 1970 started writing his letter to investors. This is the end of the first part of Warren Buffett's life until 1970. Now make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can be updated with the new videos and with the second part of Warren Buffett's life, and turn your notifications on. I'll see you next time. Here's Hustle Hub.